gun. Thank you. Heavy machine gun. Heavy machine gun. Heavy machine gun. Thank you. Rocket launcher. Mission complete. Mission 2. Start. Thank you. Thank you. Rocket Rocket launcher. Okay. Thank you. Rocket launcher. Rocket launcher. Shotgun. Thank you. Mission complete. Mission 3. Start. Heavy machine gun. Thank you. Heavy machine gun. Thank you. Rocket launcher. Shotgun. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Rocket launcher. Mission complete. Mission 4. Start. machine gun. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Heavy machine gun. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Heavy machine gun. Thank you. Thank you. Mission complete. Mission 5. Start. Thank you. Thank you. Rocket launcher.